That one was parked in 62. Where were you in 62? Left in a field with all your dead friends. Today, taking a look at a real old farmstead. This has been uninhabited for quite a number of decades, as you can see. Old farmhouse and barn, workshop. They've already hauled out quite a bit of metal for scrap. Hopefully nothing collectible, but that's kind of the way it goes, I guess. Cool Fram thermometer, nice and toasty. Supposed to be a bunch of old cars out back. Old metal lathes there in the workshop. Old place like this has a lot of history and a lot of stories. Piles and piles of scrap. They said anything came on this place really never left. These old timers that tinkered kind of saved everything. There's a pretty neat old 52. Pretty nice car. It's a 10,000s antique plate back when they still put the county stickers on antique plates. They're up close to 300,000 now, about 280 numbers, so that tells you how old this thing's been around as an antique even. Oil change sticker from 94. It's a good old survivor car. Showing 26,000 miles. One in that nice a shape, you never know. She may not have turned over. Old cider press, corn sheller. Pretty neat toolbox. Pontiac engine, planter. There's a pretty cool old truck. 60s Ford with a 216 Chevy welding rig on it. Old F-250. 61 or 2. Look at how thick the dust is on that. Pack Rat Haven. I have made a mess of this old truck. This thing was parked in '94. Antique car visor. 55 Pontiac hood. Some of these old cans are kind of neat. Stuff's all heaped up. Pretty hard to tell what's here. This polycarb can. Kind of a neat collector piece. Old magnetos. Somebody really pieced this out. There's probably decent money in here. Collector pieces. Some old tractors. Take a look in this shed. Leftovers of farming. You see a lot of trucks and tractors probably been hauled out of here. This shed's kind of cool. It's got the old stamped ceiling tins. See too much in here. Couple old boilers. All right. I bet those guys down in Texas probably would buy all that tin. Don't know how easy. I don't think it'd be too bad to pry it off there. And I've seen auctioneers do it. They'll sell tin right off a building if you ask them to. Couple dead tractors. All that's left is the tires. Place full of relics. This place is a real time capsule. There's the old hand well pump. Is this a piece of an appliance or a porcelain sign? Piece of an appliance. Little sheds. Stacks of old tin in there. Slender now. Connecting rods. They used to sell these reman rods. You turn your old ones in and they'd rebabbit the old rods. Aircraft cylinder jugs. Lumber. Some early little 10-inch Honda wheels. John Deere 60. Plow. Old plow. Chicken feeders. Upside down outhouse. That was a 2-holer. Believe that's where it sat. Relics of time past. It's not gonna open. Antique washers, old pails. Curious about the house, if that's open. I'm getting here at the end of the day, so I kind of need to maximize daylight. The old boot scraper. Rusty oil pan repurposed for something, maybe an old ash bucket or something. All right. Old 7-Up bottles. See if we can get this to focus. I don't really think so, but that is the washing machine. Laundry room in there. There we go, kinda. Just wants to focus on the dirt on the glass. Old curtains shredded. Now I didn't have the camera on, but I met the owner before I came here and did get permission to be out here. Never film anywhere I'm not invited. That's the storm cellar there. These are old hand-carved foundation blocks. See the tool marks on them. The old porch. They do got her locked up. It was pretty neat. Old overalls. They say this old workwear is valuable. especially the real early stuff that doesn't have zippers. These are from the 70s, so they're kind of modern compared to what's real valuable. Upside down pair of hip waders. Place is just a time capsule. Barely see inside. See, the squirrels have chewed holes to nest in the eaves. Head down and check out the barns. Very old tractor. They've taken the steel lugs off. Put rubber treads on it. Hart Par. What that old thing was. This is the machine shed. What is this oddball? Adams road grader. About the smallest road grader. Kind of a cute little thing. Farm all am. Pretty neat old home-built compressor. I realize time's gotta move on, but you kind of hate seeing a place like this broke apart, because it really is a time capsule of the past. This is a home-built pontoon boat. 52 Chevrolet steering wheel. It's kind of neat. Imagine the fun that thing had on the lake. .30-20 propane. Tricycle A. Hydraulic scoop. 4230. International. Peeking out of the barn. Full of old relics again. The old barn. Hard to say. It's like they were cleaning up for a while and then the rest is getting auctioned. Nice big pile. Small iron. It's been laying there a lot of decades. That's a pretty neat old mechanic shop. Bits and parts. Probably came out of some small town. It's a big scrap trailer. Iron bed, iron forge. Iron blocks. 56 Pontiac hood. A few old wheel rims. 30s Plymouth. Artilleries. Antique milk cans, kind of returning to earth. Old cream separator. Wood stove. Cook stoves. And now, the antique cars. $1950 or 51 Nash Statesman. $1941 Chevrolet with a 40 Plymouth front bumper and a 41 Ford hood. Neat old 20s car headlights. Wow, you can see there were Model Ts out here they picked up. That one left the wheel and half the gas tank. 46. Old Chevrolet. 1946 Dodge 2-door. 46, 7, and 8, pretty identical cars. 1940 Chevrolet. Accessory front grill guard on it. And somebody's added a 46 Pontiac bumper on the back. Plow. We've got a 50 Pontiac with the visor. Pretty neat car. Wish I could have seen the whole place intact before they started hauling, but at least get a chance to see what's left. Big old pull type road grader and a little one and a 46 Ford. 47 or 8, maybe. Two-door. $19.50. Antique combine. This is a pretty neat one. 41 Pontiac Coupe. These all sat so long they're realistically parts cars at this point. '58 Plymouth Belvedere. That's a neat car. Old Ford truck. 54. That is a 46 Plymouth hiding in the trees. '50 Plymouth, two-door fastback. Parked in 72. 1946 Chevrolet. Pretty plain old car. Style Master. Should be a 55 Pontiac. Four-door car. This is a 56. See the difference in the grille and front bumper on them. 56 has the painted center with the 3 bands. 56 is all chrome. Wow, this little coupe laid on its side for a long, long time. Should be 37 or 38 Chevrolet. Or is that a late 36? Ah, we do have a cal tag. Yeah, this thing's 37. See the dip in the door? That's the giveaway. Parts and memories. There's a 36 or 7 out in Bodie, California, ghost town. Looks about like that. 55 Ford, missing some front end parts. Parked in 65. There's the back of this 46 Plymouth. That one was parked in 62. Where were you in 62? Left in a field with all your dead friends. Okay, so I was wrong. This is a 57 Plymouth. You can see the single headlights. '57 Belvedere. This will be a good parts car. Have a lot of usable stuff. I doubt there's a door that opens on the whole place. There's a few right here as well. Studebaker 46 instead of 41. I think 41. Has a striking resemblance to a 41 Cadillac, but not quite. There's a little Honda car. Tiny little Honda coupe. This Chevy. It's got the big truck front end. Can a guy see that cab's getting rusty? You'd be surprised at the amount of parts a guy could still pull out of that thing. '53. Similar Fords. This one's still got the 8BA flathead. There's the Pontiac. The old Rambler wagon. Should be a 60. It's kind of a neat one. That car's honestly really straight the whole way around. Pretty amazing for as long as it's laid out here. Parked in 68. CEC Norton in Fairbury, Nebraska. Assume that's Cecil, but you never know. So this is gonna conclude the tour. A lot of old relics gonna be going away in the not too relative future. Probably by the time you're watching this, the whole place will be wiped clean, unfortunately. It's another old farmstead to be wiped and go away. A lot of history. Gonna get reshuffled somewhere, either to the scrapyard or hopefully some to collectors for parts, if nothing else. Hey everybody, it's Mr. Goodpliers. Thanks for stopping by to see today's video. The footage you just saw is from one of 3 auctions that were held on March 25th, 2023. It was a red letter day, one that I'll never forget. We bought more cars that day than we ever have before, and I'll have an upcoming video to show all of that, and you won't want to miss it. So tune back in again.